Hello and welcome back to the channel Scriptcase by Jamie. That's me, of course, and in today's video I want to show you how you can very quickly and easily design or create some of those processes so you have an idea of how things are going to work when it comes to your end development. But first of all, I really need a coffee, so let's go ahead and grab one and we'll be right back. Okay, so I got my coffee now and I think it's time that we go ahead and start to create our first process. So I'll start here by creating a single document. I usually create it with a large size so that I have a nice large layout here. You see it's a nice big white space. And in here we can really zoom in, zoom out and just create all sorts of madness. Okay, so typically I would think, well, you're going to create your process and design your layout however you want. So I'm just going to go really simple. Let's go with here some girl, yeah, one of our visitors, okay, is going to then also come here to say to a page. So let me find something that could resemble our website. So here we go. She's on a computer there and she's then going to go ahead and visit our website. So somewhere here, I did see something that resembled a web page the other day, or should I say earlier today. And no, I don't see it now. But anyway, we could have that there. And of course, I could use the search up here. So let me find an email. And of course, you guessed it, we want to create an email process. So we have here a nice animated email, and this is pretty much what's going to happen here. And I can just, line that up really quickly. Just go here from one to here, the other one, and I'll choose another line, and that is then going to come here to the email. And of course, if I wanted to throw some text in here, I could, add some text in here. So let's add here, first of all, email process. So we know what it is, and I'll just plonk that up here, give that a bold font like so. And just like that, we have a very basic email process. This is what's going to happen. Somebody is going to visit our website, and they are going to want to send an email. That's really as simple as it needs to be. Have some idea of what is going to happen. Okay, so now we have our email here, and of course we may want to extend that a little more. So then we could say, well, let's take our email here. Let's just copy that. So I just Control-C and read that, and there I now have a second one of that. So we could say that is then here process 1, and then at the bottom here we're going to say then that this is then say process 2 or step 2 or whatever you like. And of course, again, you could lay this out or create this however you would want to in any sort of design. And of course, as deep as you want to go, okay, because that's really what it comes down to with some of these processes. Now here for the email, we have here an API symbol here, so I could use this. And I'll just plonk that over here. And basically, we want to use an API for this. So when they send an email, they're really just going to connect to an API. Now, in other cases, you may want to leave this on. Of course, we could add here some logging in there and everything else. And well, maybe we don't want to do that. So in this case, it's really as simple as that. Now, of course, do you really need to do this? That is the next question, okay? So that really depends on your project. And of course, as you maybe have seen in the other process layout that I had there, the main reason for that one is because all of the various combinations of applications that we have available within the platform, the different menus, the different accesses, as well as there are some extra processes in there and IDs which are required at certain stages. And of course, when that moves on to the next person, ideally the next person knows that without having to sift through some data or check in your applications. So really, that is as easy as your process needs to be for email. And of course, we could extend this on and create an entirely different process. And you can, of course, create network designs in here if you wanted to, which is really, really cool. I really love that feature right now, or those elements, should I say, that have been added in here. But in general, you just really need the flow chart, some of the shapes, and so forth. And here we can then just very easily, lay out our applications. For instance, this is then the applications which we then require, and there maybe we have a specific process going on, or maybe a selection, or whatever it's going to be. And of course we could then use any type of shape to represent a specific type of process or data or occurrence that is actually happening during any of those stages during the life cycle of your process, of course. And in this case, we could say, well, here, this is one application leading to another application, and then from that application we go to another application, and then here we then have a decision to make, and then we have here also a process. So let me then add that to there, and of course from there we could then lead that off to maybe another application with that process, depending if, so we then just add some text in here. So this would then be if something happens, depending on who they are or whatever else you want to actually happen here. So here we just say app 1, app 2, app 3, app 4, and so forth. And then we can just very easily and very quickly put something together. Okay, and there, of course, we have here a process that then happens. Spell that correctly, of course. There we go, process. And that would then come in there. And just like that, we have then a very simple process put together. And that's really how simple it can be. And how far you go really is down to you. And of course, your end product that you want to end up with. Okay, so again, I hope that has helped somebody. And in this case, ta-da, thank you very much for watching. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. And until the next one, stay safe and be well.